This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian. And as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Cookie Cowboy is our subject as he comes off one of his better showings of the year. In his last contest, an impressive 5-hit performance. About set for baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Cookie Cowboy will stand in now 1 day after his amazing 5-for-5 performance yesterday afternoon.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
All right, right here, find the ball.
And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on. Cookie Cowboy digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Line drive to center field. And one gone now in the New York third.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Cookie Cowboy steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Belted high in the air out to left. Looking up is Bradley. And this one is gone, a home run. A solo shot here to left, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Cookie Cowboy comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Hard liner toward short, and this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. So he's into second here with the double to kick off the home 5th. And as that graphic shows us, he currently leads the Yankees in that category.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading another.
Cookie Cowboy steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Back goes Betts. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our Topps player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week. Cookie Cowboy strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Come on, big dog, keep it rolling.
First offering on its way. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. he's been unconscious at the plate. He hit over 15 home runs last month.
Cookie Cowboy is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Hit pretty well out to deep center field. Betts going back on it. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees. Cookie Cowboy comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. Liner toward right center. There to look it in his Betts, and that's out number one.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Cookie Cowboy will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on.
Let it fly right here.
Hit hard back up the middle, and there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the seventh.
And at this point, I don't think you could
Come on now, put her in play.
Cookie Cowboy is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a three-run shot to right center field, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 8-3. Good night from the Bronx. Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your... From 161st Street here in the Bronx, MLB The Show's got baseball from Yankee Stadium. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox. Cookie Cowboy will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, they've been outscored by a ton here in the first 2 games of this series. I mean, they haven't even been close.
But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. A moment now from Yankee Stadium to take a look at Joe Girardi's starting lineup. Settling in now, Cookie Cowboy. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Ranging back is Bradley, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. Cookie Cowboy will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Hit to third. There's Sandoval. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Up next for the game.
Cookie Cowboy gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth.
Cookie Cowboy.
Attaboy.
Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. So it's a two-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give this guy anything.
Cookie Cowboy will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Betts looking up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Hey, here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. Well, what surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 11-2. So long from the Bronx.
Our final light score this afternoon.